Hi. We're live, I believe. Yes? How is everyone? Colton's already asking who's out there in chat land. Elena, your cat is coming through a little bit blurry. Oh, kitty, it's a calico. It's female.
Yep.
Hakula. Brilliant. It is November 25th, 2024. I will have to apologize before we get started because my face is a little messed up. I have Bell's palsy on my face, like an infected nerve, and it's made this side of my face paralyzed. So don't freak out. We're going to keep us off camera as much as possible today, so you don't have to look at me. I've turned off the light so I don't shine out. And we are reading today, Mama! We're reading today from Psalm 119, as we've been doing recently. We're starting in verse, I believe, 105. Let me look at this. Yes, 105 to 120. Let me throw things up on the screen. I should mention, if you guys are interested in just giving us a little donation, even now, we now can accept super chats, so you can give $2 here, $2 there if you want.
I was gonna say, Jason. Now, as of a couple days ago, we both have palsies.
Ah, mine is not cerebral; it's facial. It's Bell's palsy. It's frustrating.
I think I'd rather
group though. That's great.
I think I'd rather have a half paralyzed face with perfectly good legs than, you know.
Well, at least you look good on camera.
Well, that's all relative.
All right, so we're going to throw up. Elena, how are you doing tonight? Sorry, how are you doing? I think you're muted. You got to unmute yourself to talk.
Elena's having trouble again. She was having.
Yeah.
There she is.
There she is, right there.
Yeah, what was there? So I didn't understand. Did I barge in during the last hour? That was the end of last hour or something?
Because no, last hour. We're just we meet half an hour before just to sit and read through the passage.
Okay. So that's
I'm going to.
Okay,
that wasn't live.
So the regular start right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, start. Okay.
So I'm going to throw the PowerPoint up on the screen and take the cameras away because I don't want to be seen. I'm sorry. But we will be heard and not seen. That's the opposite of what they told me about children when I was young. Children are to be seen and not heard. That's what they told me. All right, we'll see.
Yeah, just like they said you should never talk about politics or religion at the dinner table, and look what happened.
Yeah, we forgot how to talk about politics.
Yeah, we never learned how.
No. So this is C1X is 109. That's not right. It's supposed to be 119. So let me throw up a correction there. Why did I not catch that? Hold on.
Hey, Jay and Muriel, by the way.
Hey, Jay.
I did not say it like that.
How's that? There's 119.
That is indeed 119.
Yeah, so let's move into
Jason, once again, with all these features of the oppressor, I don't understand it. Greek lover, Roman numerals, for goodness sake, Jason.
Oh, the oppressor. Yes, the oppressors. So before we get started, we want to remind everybody we have patreon.com/thehebrewcafe, and these are our current patrons. Galen, we haven't seen in a few weeks, and I'm starting to get worried. Somebody knows what's going on with him. You should hit him up.
Galen, if you want after the fact, let us know you're okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. And Kirkpatrick is on there. These two are super members. This means they give us $15 a month. Yay! And we got standard members, obviously. Adel, who is normally with us through everything, thick and thin. Colton is on screen with us all the time. Elena has been on screen with us the past few weeks. We've got Aaron, Aruana, who just joined. James just joined this week. What?
If you were based in Cincinnati or in the United States, you'd have to do tax filing.
Yeah, stop talking. So James is he calls himself on there sing Greek and Hebrew, and then Jonathan Santana, Ken, Muriel, Nate, Oscar, and Asael. Thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do. Jonathan, I will talk to you later.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Tehillim, Kuf Yud Tet, this is 119. This is the passage we're working from. These are all the verses we're going to cover today. Let's hope we can get through them all. And we've got a little bit different setup today. I'm going to roll through the verses on the screen. Let's see if we got someone we should say hi to. Muriel says, pretty kitty. Did somebody say that already?
Yeah. I mean, Jonathan responded to her and just said hi.
And so Jay is out there and Muriel's out there. If anybody else is out, please hit us up. Let us know you're there. And if you want to give a super chat, we would love it. So let's go one by one. I'll start with myself, then Jonathan, Colton, and Elena. Sorry, that's the way you came in. Or not. Jonathan came in after Colton, but still. So this is one of...
Sorry, I'm going to have to restart. I'll be right back.
Okay. So maybe Colton, you'll go after me.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember, there was a song when I was a kid anyway. They say, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." So that's what we got going on here. Ner l'ragli dvarecha. Let me turn on the pen so I can write here with you. Ner l'ragli dvarecha ve'or lintivati. Or and ner are supposed to be in parallel. So these are your word, devarecha, devarecha, is a ner, a candle, a light, a what do we call it? A lamp, something you light and you carry with you so you can see, and a light for my path. BHS suggests that this could be plural, taken by other translations. This could be plural. A light to my feet, liraglai, and lintivotai to my paths. But both of our translations that we're comparing today, the NIV and the KJV, use the standard Hebrew. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path, or onto my path. Noticing the King James, the words that are added, like the word is, doesn't exist in the translation. So when words are added, the King James puts them in italics. It's not emphasis. Jonathan has not come back, so the next person to read will be Colton.
Alrighty. נשבעתי ואקיימה לשמור משפטי צדקך. I have sworn and I have established to keep your righteous judgments.
All right. So this is a verb consecutive. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥, right? 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥, first common singular, and it's the long form. This is why it has a hey on the end. The short form would be 𝗥𝗘𝗦. 𝗥𝗘𝗦. נשבעתי ואקיימה לשמור משפטי צדקך. Okay. So this is a complementary infinitive, right?
Yes.
What have you sworn to do, and what have you set to do?
Yeah.
Okay. They say that I will follow in the NIV, King James. Same idea.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Jonathan, you're back, and you
Yeah.
changed the layout. I said I don't want to be on camera.
What? Oh.
The
I'm
layout
sorry. I mess things up as always.
changed.
I think it does automatically when he comes back on stage, doesn't it?
It does. That's why.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's all my fault.
All your fault. Welcome back. So you read 107, yeah?
Sure. Na'aneti ad ma'od, Adonai hayeni ki dvarecha.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that a first common plural? No, it's not.
Why not? It's the first common singular.
Yeah, first common singular. Yeah, so then it would...
And it's what root, what stem?
Hang on a second. Oh, it's imperfect third common singular. From
What stem?
Ayin Nun Hey.
I Nun Yod, okay.
So
Stem.
we shall. Oh yeah.
Not what root. What binyan? Binyan is stem. Binyan is stem.
Yeah.
What binyan is it?
Oh, it's just a regular call, isn't it?
No. Call would be aniti.
It is a hifil.
No. It will be he'eneti.
Not an AT. Then it has to be.
It starts with
It's a nifal.
nifal.
Not an ET.
All right.
Yeah.
Nifal imperfect third common singular.
That
Na
threw me off
aneti.
threw me off because you're used to seeing a kamatz, but you don't have that there because you have gutturals.
Okay, so what does it mean?
We have answered.
There's no we.
Well, first come. I will answer forever or something.
What is this word
What's what word? Not an
on the
AT.
screen?
From Anna?
On the screen. I'm writing on the screen.
Oh, Oni. Oh,
And what is oni?
Poor.
Poor,
Yeah.
afflicted,
Mm-hmm.
humble. Okay, humility, something like that. Affliction, not afflicted, but affliction.
Yeah. So it's not Anna. It's Ani. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
So na'aneti is I was afflicted.
Mm-hmm.
I was humiliated, something like that.
Or I have been. Passive.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen in this psalm already several times. The idea that he was humbled, right, or brought low, and that's this. Na'aneti ad ma'od, I was brought very low. Adonai chayeni chidvarecha.
God makes me alive according to.
He doesn't make me alive. The participle mechaye, but this is not a participle, and it's not the past tense.
Right.
It is
imperative.
Imperative. So he's not saying, Lord, the Lord
alive.
made me
Oh,
alive.
Lord,
but, Lord, make me alive, sustain me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have suffered much, or I am
quicken me, good old King James.
Quicken me, preserve my life.
From thence he shall come to judge the quick and the dead.
Yeah, the living. Good. Verse 108, Elena, nidvot.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Need what?
What's that?
Need
Not what? Vote. What?
Classical pronunciation would say it's a W.
Need
bet?
what?
Not with the bit.
Oh no! Oh! I thought you were talking about the vav.
Well, then it would be need was.
Need vote.
Need was.
Need vote.
Mm-hmm. Need what? Okay. Need the vote. P. Retzena Adonai. ภิshpatecha lamedeni.
Okay. Need vote. P. Retzena Adonai. ภิshpatecha lamedeni. Lamedeni we've seen many times in this. In this chapter. Okay. So what's that mean?
Okay, so let me check this one. Okay, that's a gift.
Yeah, so this root is related to the idea of giving or giving freely, right?
Okay.
Like lehitnadev means to volunteer. Lehitnadev, so nedava is this word, nedava, which is a free will offering.
Okay. So the free will offering of my mouth. You want?
In modern Hebrew, it means want, but in the Bible, it means to find pleasing or to find acceptable.
You will find acceptable the free will offering of my mouth. Please, Adonai, and your judgment, and teach me your judgments.
Yeah, so this is appeal imperative, and this is a call imperative. All right. Another word we should mention is the word nadiv. Nadiv is generous. It's somebody who gives freely, right? Nadiv.
It's in Daniel.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Accept, O Lord, the willing praise of my mouth. Ah, cool. Teach me your laws. Accept, I beseech thee. This is how the King James renders that. Nah. I beseech thee, the free will offering of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. So this is a concept, this free will offerings of my mouth is a concept that was pulled into Second Temple Judaism, and just after, when the temple fell, that prayer, the offerings of your mouth, would actually replace the sacrifices of the temple, the sacrificial system.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Back to me. נפשי בכפי תמיד, ותורתך לא שכחתי. The שכחתי, this is pause with the kamatz. All right. Nafshi is the subject. Okay. My soul, my life. The E on the end means my. B'chapi, in my hand. In my hand. My life in my hand. Tamid, always. So my life is in my hand always. When it says that my life is in my hand, it means it's in danger, because I can't really protect it. If it's in my hand, I don't have a hand for a sword, I don't have a hand for a shield, it's in danger. And I did not forget your Torah, or haven't forgotten until now. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, I will not forget your law. My soul is continually in my hand, yet do I not forget thy law. All right.
Well, that's an
Jonathan, this one.
Take. Oh.
Yeah.
Natnu reshaim pachli mipigudecha mipigudecha lo ta'iti.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the verse that we were talking about earlier. That's
verb.
So the wicked,
they
put a, what did we say that was? A trash can?
Yeah, but it means a snare. Like it's
right.
The idea of
they put
a
trap.
Reshet. What do you say?
Reshet. A net.
Net.
A web.
Net.
Web. Net.
A net. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They put a trap for me. They put down a trap for me.
Umipikudecha lo ta'iti. So, and from your judgments, lo ta'iti. Don't.
So mishpat technically is from the word judge, lishpot. So mishpat.
Yeah,
and pikud is from the word mifaked, which is to. It's like a commander, like in an army. Mifaked is commander. Mifaked. So they give orders.
Orders, okay.
So these are orders or enactments.
Your orders do not ta'iti, do not.
I have not do not, which is imperative, but I have not.
Whatever.
So we've got two words that sound the same, like to'eh. We have to'eh, which is to wander, and we have to'eh, which is to make a mistake.
Okay, so I will not stray from your orders.
I haven't.
Yeah, I have not. Yeah, you have not strayed.
Yeah, so although the wicked have set a trap for me, I haven't wandered from your your enactments, your rules. Right? The wicked have set a snare for me, but I've not strayed from your precepts. Same idea. All right. And Colton. This is one we want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I'll let Jason take the next 30 minutes.
נחלתי לעולם, כי ששון ליבי המה. Okay. I take comfort, not nachal. I inherit.
There you go.
I have inherited. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have inherited your statutes forever. For my
heart. Your
heart.
Testimonies, maybe.
Yeah. For my heart sings them.
This goes together. It's the joy of my heart.
Joy of my heart, for they are the joy of my heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what's weird about that word?
It is from sauce, right? I like to rejoice then.
Yeah. Yeah, but sason is a noun. Sason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm never going to forget it now because Jack Sasson is the man. He's a good
I don't even know who that is.
He has the Anchor Bible commentary on the Judges.
He's also got his own book on Joshua too.
So being a great scholar, he is the joy of your heart.
Yes. Right.
All right. So what's going on with this word?
Why don't you tell us about it, Jason?
We have read this word so many times in our reading of this chapter. And we read it incorrectly every time because we read it as 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥. We've always read it like that, right? Every one of us, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥.
Yep.
But this is technically a consonantal vav. There's the shva right there. See that shva? And it's 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥. 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥. But if their vav is not written, then the shva is not written, and it's 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥. The same word, 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥, if it doesn't have a vav, and if it has the vav, it's 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥. How annoying is that? I looked up the instances, so let me pull them over real quick, because I might be interested in it.
Because Jason's only slightly obsessive.
Yeah.
Jason, if Jason stumbles a problem, he talks about it for days.
I wasn't so aggressive about it.
What?
So I wasn't so aggressive about it.
I looked up all of the instances. Where did this? There it is, right there. I will save image. Sorry, I should have had this already ready, but I got home late. So let's see, downloads. It's coming. It is coming. What I don't know what it's called. How do you sort by date? Sort by date modified.
On what? We can't see anything you're doing.
I know. You don't need to see what I'm doing. There it is, right there.
I can't help you if I can't see what I'm doing.
Okay, go in. Okay, can you see it now?
Indeed.
Okay, so not that, this. If you see on the right, we have 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥, every one of an 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗏, every one of them has no vav. This is just Psalm 119. This is the chapter we're reading. And we have the word 𝗥𝗚𝗃 and 𝗥𝗚𝗏, all of these many times. And on the left, we have the ones that say 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗃. 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗃, every single one of them. So we say, like verse 31, Davakti v'edvotecha Adonai al tevisheni. And we read these verses together, and none of us noticed this. So we need to be more careful in our reading. 𝗥𝗚𝗃 without a vav, and 𝗥𝗚𝗃 with a vav. Oh,
this is the point where you blame the viewers for not pointing it out. It's your all's fault.
Yeah, no, because we all did it. But no, this is clearly my
Wait a minute.
Careless.
I was not a part of this. Do not lump me in with this slander.
You're not a viewer. All right.
I
So
shan't
your
be
statutes
privy. I
are.
shan't be privy to this nonsense. I
So
committed no reading error.
@vodtecha, נחלתי @vodtecha לעולם. Your statutes are my heritage forever. Okay. Yeah, the joy of my heart. Good. Elena, this one's a little bit tricky.
I'll be right back. My mom wants something.
Okay.
Right.
נטיתי ליבי לעשות חוקיך לעולם עקב.
Active.
Yeah, עקב.
All
Okay.
right.
So, Nathan? I did.
It's funny you said that because we were talking about the similarity in meaning between natati libi, I set my heart, I put my heart.
Okay, I
So
put my heart to do.
that's from Natan, natati, but it sounds like natiti, and natiti doesn't mean I put my heart.
Okay.
It's similar, but yeah.
Natiti is normally intransitive, meaning I am inclined. I have inclined. I've leaned in that direction. But it's taking on a transitive sense here. It means I have inclined my heart.
Which would
We would normally expect the 𝗔𝗕𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗓𝗏.
Yeah, right, and make us want to have the 𝗕𝗑𝗏 because the valency increases with the 𝗕𝗑𝗏 typically. And
Yeah, so we would expect 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗏. I inclined my heart, which is from nun, tet, yod, like the root.
That would be ETT,
Nun,
right?
tet, hey. Natiti.
Natiti. Okay, natiti. Natiti libila. So to do your statutes, to so forever Kev is
For just forever after.
okay, forever after.
𝗥𝗚𝗦 is functioning a little strangely here, but it's like forever after, till the end. My heart is set on keeping your decrees. Okay, that takes it as if the subject were my heart. I have inclined my heart. All right. Look how the King James says alway instead of always. That's a funny translation. But this is the idea, forever, right? All right. Back to me. 𝗥𝗓𝗏 שנאתי, ותורתך אהבתי. Great. 𝗥𝗓𝗏. This is a 𝗥𝗓𝗏. Which is a theoretical form, doesn't really exist anywhere, but 𝗥𝗓𝗏 is the actual word. I like to attach this to our modern word saif. I don't know if it's supposed to be attached, but it's a good way to do it. Saif, if you have a document, a legal document, then a saif is a paragraph in that document, like a part of the document. So it's like this idea of being divided. It's a division of the document.
That's
so 𝗥𝗓𝗏 are people with divided minds. That's people with they're not unified. They think two different ways, right? So I hate double-minded people, but your Torah I love. I love your Torah, but I hate double-minded people who are not clear in their thoughts. So in NIV, I hate double-minded people, but I love your law. The King James, I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. It's basically the idea with this. Anything that is in that root is somehow divided, not unified. Okay. Is Jonathan back? Nope. Colton, that would be
All
you.
right. 𝗔𝗕𝗦𝗡𝗦𝗡𝗢𝗡.
Okay, so the accent and that accent. 𝗔𝗕𝗦𝗡𝗦𝗡. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗏 ייחלתי.
What is seter?
Seter. I should know that. My hiding place.
Yeah, so
And-
normally seter, like beseter, in secret. It's a
Yeah.
place that people can't see you.
I killed the
a
format
nice-
again.
You did.
Sorry.
You can't fix it. Okay, so normally a place where you hide is mistor. Mistor. It's really interesting, Jonathan. Let's mute you while you're coughing, yeah? Mistor sounds like the word for mystery.
It's
It's a
the
good
word
way to
for
remember it.
Esther.
And the word for Esther, yeah. So it's a good way to remember mistor, hiding place, for mystery. It's something that's hidden.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So Sitri is my secret, my hiding place. Umagini,
my shield are you?
Magen, Magini. You are my shield, and you are my secret place and my shield.
Yeah. I have hoped in your word. For your word.
I've hoped, I've waited. This liachel, to hope or to wait for something. Yep. You're my refuge and my shield. I put my hope in your word. Great. Jonathan, come back to us.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I muted?
Yes.
Okay, Sitri Magini.
No. We just went through that.
Oh.
Jonathan, stop.
Yeah, you did that. All right.
Yeah, it's on the screen. What we're doing
Yeah,
is
I
on the
know.
screen.
I know. Surumi mani moreim v'etzra mitzvot Elohai. It's a little bit choppy.
Okay. Su memeni mereim ve'etzra mitzvot Elohai. What does that mean?
Now I lost my place. So, turn aside from me, O wicked ones.
Okay. What's the verb?
What's the verb?
Two verbs, but okay. Lasur, which means to turn to the side. Turn aside. Okay. Turn aside from me means leave me alone. Get off me. Turn aside from me. And this is also a participle that's being used substantively, right? What does that mean?
This is those who are wicked. So wicked people, wicked ones, or
So it's
evil
from
doers,
the root
however you want to say.
ra or a,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a hifil participle.
Mm-hmm.
A hifil participle. Mereim is often used for people who do bad things, evil men, wicked men. Ve'etzra
From not sar, because you have a doubled second radical. Well, post-preformative. In the tzade, there's a double tzade, so you know that's.
and it means the same thing as ma, right?
It's a synonym. So it's a synonym with that. But so that I might watch I might watch or keep the commandments of God. But since it's poetry and vowels are just clause markers and it's not narrative, you don't have to say so that. You could say and I will, or you could just leave it out, or leave the vav out.
So normally the form would be en sova. En sova. And what happened?
Assimilated noon.
The noon assimilates and becomes the dagesh.
What I alluded to at the beginning.
So etzov. I'm just trying to map it out and be clear. Etzov, I will keep. So what is that hey on the end?
That's a cohortative ending.
Okay, it's the
I'm
long
sorry,
form
I shouldn't
imperfect,
use that word. First
long form. Okay, so etzor would become etzora. Etzora and the accent shifts to the end, and the O reduces. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗓. Like yishmor,
Yeah, nice.
yishmora, or yishmoru, yishmeru. Okay,
Yeah.
that I might keep the commandments of my
Mhm.
God. All right.
Mhm.
Away from me, you evildoers.
Man, you
I got
sound and look like an old man now.
Yeah, right.
I got a question. I got a question for 115. So
Sure.
what is this form? I probably missed that. What is this form? Mereim. What is mem doing here?
It's a nominalizing.
Mem is a prefix. You add a mem prefix onto PL and HIFIL participles.
But he said it says
And
turn away, go away from me, many. But then you evildoers. Where is mem in you evildoers?
It's the HIFIL participle.
That's what makes it evildoers. Because it's a participle functioning as a noun or a substantive.
Okay. So it is
Those who do evil,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Those people who do evil.
Yeah.
And the reason we say ye or you evildoers is because this is an imperative, and imperatives are by nature second person.
So no, that
So
was
it's
my
talking
question.
to.
Why can't we say just reim?
Because
Ra'im are bad people.
Yeah.
that's just
Ra'im are bad people, but mereim are people who do bad.
Yeah, who cause bad things to happen. Those who do bad. Right.
The verb is lehareah.
Yeah.
Is it
Lehareah.
somehow connected to like in contemporary Hebrew medaberet?
Yes.
The
Which is-
mem prefix is.
Mem prefix
And the
is the same origin, right?
Like
ani medaberet.
that's the participle.
Yeah, participle.
But yeah, it's the same
So-
thing we're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, it is the same
So
thing. Okay.
lehareah is the opposite. It's an antonym of leitiv, to do good. Leitiv is like metiv. You know, metiv. Metiv is one who does good. Metiv, and meraea is someone who does wrong, who does bad. Meraea.
Okay, let me
Marea.
screenshot.
I once asked John Cook how you can tell if it's a derivative from a participle or if it's just nominalizing.
If it follows
And he said, I have no idea. So that's
what I would say.
We don't know that.
Well, like the whole point is that the mem does the not like that's what it's doing.
Right.
So Kevin actually
Well,
is
no,
what
no.
Kevin
Well, when
Kevin
did it
presented on mem performative.
What I said was which came first, the noun or the verb?
Right. And so Kevin, by the way, Kevin's talking about this is what he presented on yesterday at SPL.
Yeah.
It was on these mem performatives like this.
Did you go?
No, but I read his abstract for his session.
I would love to read that.
Right. Well, the abstract, you can just look it up on SPL's website. But he says they're deverbal nouns, meaning that they are nouns derived from verbs. He says that the verbs came first to answer that question.
Okay. Well, I will.
Okay. So I am better if I do something like on a pattern. If I see the pattern, so could it be said, "Suri mimeni medabrim," those who speak, right? That would be those
Not
who talk.
suri, suru. Suru is plural. Suru mimeni.
Okay,
dovrei sheker. No, because when you want to say speakers of something, you say dovrei. So
not
dovrei sheker.
Dovrei sheker, but not medabrim.
Why would you want speakers to turn away from you, right?
No, she's just
because I'm working on this mem. Yeah. I'm working on the
mem. She's just trying to understand the function of the mem on the front.
Yes, but medabrim is the participle, they speak. It's not like a person.
What she's saying is, could it also be speakers like it is here?
Ha medabrim.
How about we think of a different word, ro'im?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, do
ro'im
that.
or shepherds. Shepherds. Turn away from me, you shepherds.
No, no, no.
Ro'im.
Shepherds, I understand, but when it is men,
But the difference is that this word specifically means people who do evil. Like, that's what the word means. It's always used that way.
can
Mere'im.
we replace
Mere'im.
evil? Can we replace evil with something else?
You could, but it has to be another word that it stands for people who do it. And medabrim is not people who speak. Medabrim is speaking.
Uh-huh.
It's not people who speak.
But you can
Yeah.
Because
even
people who speak are called dovrim.
Right. This is, you might be confusing her now because this is what was confusing her before.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a participle, but it's a participle that's always a noun. It's not something else.
Right. That's what I was talking about.
But medabrim
weird.
is a participle that's always a verb, and the noun is dovrim. Speakers. Dovrei sheker, dovrei emet, dovrei ivrit, speakers of Hebrew. Does that make sense?
I think
It's why it doesn't match.
You're
It
giving
doesn't
you're
match.
giving her
Yeah, I need
You're
to chew
giving
on it.
her-
I need to think about it. Okay.
Just
okay.
memorize this word mere'im. Memorize it. That's it. There's nothing to compare it to. Just use it.
Okay.
Mere'im.
And you
It
said
means
that
evildoers.
doing good will be metuvim? Metivim?
Metiv.
Metiv. Okay.
Mm.
Metiv. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
what
Metivim.
would it be
From
if
the
it were
you-
plural? It
the
would
root-
be metivim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Elena, sorry, you're right.
It's from the root yatav, which is compared to tuv.
Metiv.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Sometimes you just have to like take things as they are.
it's just that like either way you get to the right thing. If you read it as a participle, it's substantive, or you memorize it, you're going to get to the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, the problem is I'm bad with memorizing. I'm more logical person.
Yes, me too.
Build connections. You know, that's how I memorize.
Well, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like you can go either route in this case, and it won't affect anything. Yeah, you can get there.
Yeah. But we are back to this verse. This is the one that you tackled when we were preparing, Elena. So we're back to this one for you.
Didn't she just read?
Huh?
Didn't she just read?
No, that was Jonathan. Sul.
I'm glad you
Sul
think
mimeni mere'im.
Yeah, no, you're right. I just counted wrong. Sorry.
I thought you were calling me saying I had a girly voice.
Okay, who is reading? Me?
Mm-hmm.
Samecheni.
Again, that vowel.
I don't see a dagesh over here. I think it is an open
You
syllable.
don't need a dagesh. You don't need a dagesh.
I
You
don't need
have
a
what's called a shva merachev.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
a medial
Samcheni.
shva. Let's explain why. Okay?
Shvachai.
Let's take this word. Hold on. Let's take this word samach. Samach.
Okay.
If we want to make it an imperative, we say smoch. Smoch. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a second thing. We have to remember that the imperative is actually built on the pattern of o, somoch. That's the ancient pattern. So we can take smoch and make it a long form imperative. And what happens is that it does not become somcha, but somcha. Somcha is the same as smoch. They are both imperatives. Smoch and somcha. So you can say smor or somra. They both mean the same thing. Does that make sense?
Is there a gender difference?
No, these are exactly the same form.
Same form. Okay.
One is called a short form imperative, and one is called a long form imperative.
Okay.
I think what you're wondering is closed unaccented syllables are short. So since
The problem that she's seeing, Jonathan, is that there's no dagesh in the kaf, and so
No,
she thinks
in
that
the mem,
this.
in the mem, in the mem. Mem does not close the syllable.
If there were dagesh in the kaf,
Uh-huh.
if there were dagesh here, this would very clearly be som keni.
right.
There
Yeah.
would definitely, because the dagesh in the kaf would be beged kefet, following a silent shva. Or if there's a dagesh here, then it would be som keni. That's what you're referring
Could
to.
happen, but it's
Right.
heavy.
But this is a closed syllable. This shva is doing double duty.
Uh-huh.
It's doing double duty. It is closing this syllable and it's opening the next syllable. So
Okay.
because it's doing double duty, we call it medial. It's a medial shva, which means it represents the reduction of a vowel, and it's playing double duty. In Hebrew, it's called shva. Shva is written with. No.
Yep, that's right.
Shva merachef. Merachef.
Cursive.
Oh, cursive. Sorry. Merachef. Okay.
Final pay.
I'm trying. Shva merachef. Okay, shva merachef. Good. This is okay. This is not cursive. Good. That's normal. Okay. Shva merachef. Merachef means it's floating. Floating meaning that it's doing this over here and it's doing this over here. Okay.
Mhm.
So the shva here is problematic, and this syllable is som.
Okay,
Som
som.
cheni.
Some henny. Okay.
The only reason we know that, I need to say the only reason we know that is because when we read the verb, when we read it, we have to read it as an imperative. And knowing that it is an imperative tells us that this is O. That's the only reason we know. Okay, so it's not like looking at it is we should just, oh, you see it and therefore you should know. We only know because it's an imperative.
I could have figured out by doing syllabification. So from the back, ni, he, and then since schwa never builds the syllable, it should be a closed syllable. Som. Yeah, you're right. So, okay.
Okay, so start over and we'll just work through it.
Okay. That will be some henny. 𝗔𝗓𝗦𝗢𝗔 𝗔𝗓𝗦𝗢𝗔 מסברי.
Okay, so this is the verb, and this is the verb, and this is a verb.
Okay.
Right? Some penny. What is some penny?
Some henny.
Lismoch.
Mismoch. Okay. Uphold me as in your words.
Yeah, so lismoch is to support, to hold somebody up, to uphold them. So according to your word, we know that your word in all of this chapter has constantly referred to your promise.
In your word.
Not in, but according to. According to your promise.
According. Okay, care. Care. Okay, according to your word. Okay. And I will leave and not and will not be ashamed.
Well, there's actually the al here is not with a command. Do not make me ashamed, or do not let me be ashamed.
What we would call an irial imperfect.
Okay.
Does that make
so-
sense?
Or a second person jessive.
Does it make sense? Don't make me ashamed.
I need to refresh all those jessives, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗧, and all the stuff.
Well, this is the Hifil part of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just
I-
know it's Hifil imperfect. The
Okay.
Hifil imperfect. And the any is the me.
Let
Like,
me
as the object.
ashamed and of my expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't make me ashamed of my hope or my expectation. Yeah, because God, it's saying God made a promise, and his promise was that he would support him or keep him alive, sustain him. Sustain me according to your promise that I may live, and don't make me ashamed from or of my hope, because God gave me hope. He made a promise to me, and if he doesn't keep it and then I die or whatever, then my hope would be embarrassing because I claimed my hope in front of people, right? Good. Sustain me, my God, according to your promise. Where is my God? There's no my God there's no God there. Why did the NIV say that? Sustain me according to your promise and I will live. Don't let my hopes be dashed.
It's
Right.
because in the previous ends with of my Elohai. So that's why they put.
You're correct. They carried it over.
Uh-huh.
But they also used it here. I don't know. They made it double duty. Ditography. All right. Great.
Well, they were trying to make. I think they're trying to make it more theological than it is.
Yeah. Okay. But it's still talking to God, so I don't know what the
Right.
difference would be. Okay. Great. James has said the word for what the Spirit does over the waters. Yes. This is 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗢𝗓 in Genesis chapter 1. מרחף, floating. סעדני ויבשע. סעדני ויבשע. This is like סומכני. ואשע בחוקיך תמיד. This word שעה, we have the word שעה in modern Hebrew meaning an hour. And it's referring here to looking, to regarding, it's like labit, regarding, looking at, considering, thinking about. So it says, support me, give me support, give me like help, kind of, and I will be delivered. So if they're connected, help me that I might be delivered. This is nifal. Sorry, I should say, because this is a difficult one. So the root of delivery is yud shin ayin, right? When we go into the nifal, we make this vav, nosha. Nosha, he was delivered. Nosha. The future is yiva. Yiva shea, or yivasha. Yivasha, yivashea, it's the same. This is Yivashea. The noon is assimilated into the vav. So that's what we've got going on here. It's nifal. So Yivashea is with the first person, Aleph. Yivashea, and the Hey is the long form. Yivashea. I will be delivered, that I might be delivered. The long form expresses the wish, right? That I might be subjunctive. Ve'esha bechukecha tamid, and I will regard or look at your laws always. Uphold me and I will be delivered, or I shall be safe. I will always have regard for your decrees. I'll have respect unto thy statutes continually. All right. Jonathan, 118.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. So, saliti chol shogim mechukecha ki sheker tarmitam. So,
Okay, so reread this. You said saliti. You want salita.
salita. Sorry, salita.
And this one?
Which one? Oh, well.
You said this as shva, mechukecha. It's me.
mehukecha. Yeah, that's important too.
Yeah.
That is important. So you send aside, you cast aside, you reject, you spurn all who go astray from your statutes for
Mhm.
a lie. Well, they're both, the first one is a lie and the second one's the verb meaning deception. So you've got,
Yeah, this is from 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡 or
Yeah.
Rama, which is cheating.
yeah,
So
interesting.
they're lying to you.
The NRSV says all the cunning. That's interesting. For their cunning is in vain.
All right. Great. So
And then it gives a note.
lislot is
Offering a
like
corrective
to cast aside, to get rid of, reject. Shogim is the word for another word for wandering, right? And
I like the
their
footnote
betrayal is a lie.
I like the footnote on 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗢 that the BHS gives.
What would that be?
Well, it says, what do you say? The Septuagint and Theodotion and somebody else. The Septuagint has ta enthumema auton, equivalent to tar-itam, which would make more sense to me instead of tar-mitam. Tar-itam.
All right. James has said, I thought the second one was a noun. I don't know what the second one is. The second what? Talmit is a noun and sheker is a noun, if that's what we're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't know which one is a noun.
I think I confused him. The last word is not a verb.
Right. It's a noun. The it ending is a noun suffix. It's taken from the 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡.
I would have thought it was a verb too, though, just for throwing that out there.
Okay. All right. And now we are at Colton for Sigim.
Yep. Sigim hishbati, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡.
Okay, this one I think the BHS note is important for. Okay. Lachen.
לכן אהבתי עדותיך.
Yeah, עדותיך. Yes, that's nice. So Sigim is like perpetual
Worthless.
plural, right?
Yeah, it's like worthless, rubbish,
Mm-hmm.
trash.
Hishbata is from Shabbat.
Yeah, you feel from Shabbat.
Mm-hmm. Which means you put an end to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You put an end to the worthless ones, all those who do evil, all the evildoers of the earth. Therefore, I have loved your commandments. Or
yeah, I would take Edotecha and your commandments. It's the idea,
Yeah.
but it's the testimonies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the VHS suggests from the Septuagint, instead of reading Hishbata, read Chashavta. Chashavta, meaning that you considered. Lachshov or
Believe it or else. That's how I read it when I first read it. But I was like, I can't make this make sense. It's Chashavta.
So you considered all the evil people of the land dross or waste, refuge, disgusting things.
Mm-hmm.
Or all the wicked of the earth, you discard, you put an end to them, like dross. And then we have to assume that there's like kisigim.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, I don't know that I wouldn't expect it to front like that. Dross, you considered them, all those like, or if we kept it as it is, that's what I was saying. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't like it as it is. I like the chet better.
You have ended them. Dross, you have ended. It's like
we've gotta get going because we are over time and we have to get to Weingrain to do the last lesson of Weingrain.
I'm sure not
Elena.
many people are in a hurry for that.
Okay, Samar.
So this is our last verse.
Okay, Samar mipachdecha besari umimishpatecha yareti. So
These are right? So that should help with the meaning of Sama.
okay. I was scared. My flesh was scared.
Yeah. So it's like shaking.
My flesh shakes for fear of you.
Mhm. We could think out of fear of you, right? Out of fear.
Out of fear of you. And I'm scared. I'm afraid of your judgment.
Yes, good. Very good. So let's see.
Can I
My
have,
flesh trembles in fear of you.
Can I have a real quick one question?
Mm-hmm.
So after we finish, yeah, okay. So actually, the question is, when we spoke about Shva, and that was Shva Merachef,
Merachef.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it connected to the Ruach Elohim Merachefet?
The word is, yes.
The word
Merachef
is
means to hover.
hover. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And we have in modern times we have things called rachfan. Rachfan is a drone that like hovers over to take pictures.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just
Thank you.
So these are the verses that we looked at. We had specifically ivashea. We had edvotecha, edotecha. We had the difficulty of this word hishbata instead of hishavta. What else? There's a lot of interesting pieces in this that we should try to remember. Yeah, natiti instead of natati. We had this naaneti, excuse me, where I was humbled. And we have the peel of kum, the root kum, being used, kiyem. All right. Great. That is Psalms 119, not 109. It's CXIX 119. So I apologize for that. But that is it for today. Again, I'm sorry we were not on camera because my mouth is kind of funky.
Yeah.
So
You
we're
can just
going to-
hide your face and let the rest of us more handsome people be on camera.
yeah, I could just turn off my camera, couldn't I? Look at that. I could just stop cam. Look at that. Then look, I got a pretty picture on there.
That's good.
So we are going to move over to Winegreen for to begin the final lesson of that book.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah. I
Didn't
never
we
thought
blame
we'd
the
get.
next just to mess with Jonathan?
I can't believe we did all his exercises. People have been bugging Jason for that for years.
Yeah, so I'll
We don't
finish
have
up
a
the key.
So
I'll
now
finish
you
up the
have
key
one.
and we can figure it out.
You
Maria
helped
says,
Jason.
thank you. We've got 2 more hours to go. That is for Winegreen 42. It'll probably be split up into 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Split. I can't say split. So please join us over on the next stream. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Okay.
Need your lips for that plosive right there. Split. That plosive red.